Hi guys, welcome into the review second podcast. We're back. We've got a new cast of guests with us this time. We'll start with the lovely Sarah Millman. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Author, artist, and all-round good gal. She's like, yeah. Don't forget.
Just agree. Just nod your head and agree.
Make this thing.
At the heart of time.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I do.
It's nice to see.
Draw and colour in.
Yeah. And you brought props as well. And then in the middle here we have Mr. Vince Hunt, who is also comic book creator. Of what, Vince?
I also have props because I read The Red Mask of Mars. Yes, which I write, draw. I don't colour, but I letter. I do everything. I'm like a magic man. Yeah. As you can tell, I've never podcasted before, so it's quite clear by now. I'm just going to wing the whole thing.
Basically, what happens, Vince, we just talk shit for an hour.
Oh, well, I'm a professional at that. So
exactly. This is why you were invited. And then over to the left, we have Kerry, who is cosplay extraordinaire. Have you got no cosplay? There we go. We got the Master Chief helmet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
We last saw that as you were cosplaying Master Chef, I believe.
Yeah.
At MCM.
Yeah.
Good. Last minute cosplay.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're back this week and we're going to talk comics, conventions, cosplay, basically just general, as I said, shit for an hour. We'll keep our 20 viewers entertained. Although last podcast we had 260 downloads.
Ooh.
Really?
Check me out. Yeah. I now have that downloaded 250 times in every single internet cafe around the country. So we're going to start off over the last week or two what we've been reading. So I believe, Sarah, you've been reading some mainly small press stuff.
Yeah, I kind of I thought I'd just give a shout out to all the stuff I've been reading from conventions. So I guess it kind of ties into the convention bit we're going to do. But I picked up this, which is Big Punch magazine. And that's pretty good. It's by like John Locke and Nick Angel and all that lot. And they've just started doing this like monthly anthology comic. That's like the first one, you know.
It's quarterly, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, quarterly. So I picked it up at LSCC. And it's really rather good. And it's got lots of different artists in it. And yeah, just check it out. You can Patreon it, I think.
So it's lots of different stories, is that right?
Yeah, I think it's got 4 different stories in it. And a short one at the back, Catamaran. So yeah, so it's cat and a meringue. Catamaran.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you got the collected edition of Catamaran?
No, I haven't.
Oh, so good.
I'm not that cool. God.
Well, that's why you brought me here, folks.
Oh, have you got the collected edition?
I do have the collected edition of Nick Angel's Catamaran. I did the Kickstarter a while ago, and it's such a nice book. Lovely, big, hardback book. Oh. Anyway, I was having a moment. Sarah, sorry, I interrupted, Sarah. Carry on.
No, I think I'd kind of finished. I got a couple more. I could just go through my comics collection.
Just let us know what you recommend. What you can do.
That's the Pride and Stiffs.
What's Stiffs about? Because I've heard about Stiffs.
It's kind of a bit like a Shaun of the Dead kind of thing, but it's set in Swansea, and it's about a guy and his monkey, and they fight zombies. So yeah, pretty good.
Sounds perfect.
Like, the script is really snappy, and it's by Joe Glass, and it's really funny. And the Pride is by Joe Glass as well. That's kind of why I showed them together. And it's kind of an LGBT superhero crime fighting group. Really good. And Gavin Mitchell is involved in Stiffs as well, and he's an amazing artist. So.
I should look into that. I have just signed up to the BPM on the one you started with.
Yay!
I've just subscribed to that for my quarterly. But I think the next one's out in June, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when I spoke to them at LSCC, they were like, "Oh, we're so nervous. We want it to go well," and they were saying that they get in quite a few people signing up for the digital one, but I think it's like just a case of getting it started because it is really good. It's it's a really good all 4 stories. I really enjoyed them, and I want to see where they go.
Can we have a look inside?
I think of it.
Yeah, do you want to have a look?
Yeah, please.
I think I'll show. My favourite one is probably Cuckoo's. I can open it up. Whoa, it's about space piratey people.
That looks nice.
Explosions and things in space, but it varies in style, but that's quite nice actually.
I like lots of colour.
Yes.
When it's
Quote of the day.
Quite a lot of colour.
Yeah, I like colour.
Things.
I think both John Locke and Nick Angel's like books like Afterlife and 7 String, isn't it? 7 String Seal.
Yeah.
They're like just massively colourful anyway, so you kind of know what you're getting as soon as you go into that sort of anthology.
And if you like that kind of stuff, then basically,
like
Christmas in comic form. Yeah.
That's what you want. And while we're on you as well, Sarah, how's your Kickstarter going?
Good. I can kind of do that camera flippy thing I tried to do a while ago.
Oh, can you do this?
If it'll go.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is!
That's me! Hey.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
It's like Inception.
Jesus!
Whoa.
Careful, you'll break the internet.
But I'm on 1,892.
Wow! And that's been going 2 weeks now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, I've got 9 days left to go.
How much more have you got left to raise?
I'm working towards 3,500.
So you're over halfway then.
I'm basically plugging it to whoever will listen. So sorry, my Twitter feed is gonna get quite annoying soon because I'm just like, hey, have you seen my comic? It's about time travel and bugs. Go have a look.
First Kickstarter?
Yeah, it's my first one ever, so I'm a little bit.
How's it been like? Because I've been pondering it like for the future, doing something through Kickstarter. So I'll probably hound you with a million questions in the future.
Oh no, do that's what I've been doing to everyone else who's done one.
Pay it forward, yeah.
Yeah. It's like karma, but it's good. It's if you're quite a stressy person, then which I am, it's like it's quite it's a really nervy thing to do, and I found myself worrying about it much more than I should. But if you're less stressed than I am, which you probably are, because most people are, it's good. And I'm sure if you were going to do something like that with Red Mask, I think it would do really well, because you've got a readership already, so,
Have I?
You do! People have heard of you, you've been to conventions.
Yeah. People have heard of me. But
Can
people
I
have
be
also heard. Go on.
Can I be a massive noob and a girl without a PC? What is Kickstarter?
Oh.
Oh,
It's
God.
perfect.
God.
Sarah, sell your Kickstarter.
Just for the
Kerry.
viewers out there who are wondering what it is.
Well, let me explain it to you. It's basically a crowdfunding. It's a crowdfunding.
Funding. Oh, I love that word.
Yeah,
Sounds
funding.
about right.
So basically, you put your idea up and do a short little video, and people can go on there and put money towards whatever you're trying to raise money for. And if it reaches its goal, so my goal is 3,500. If enough people put money in and it reaches its goal, then it gets funded and you get that money. Like you can go ahead and make your project. But if it doesn't reach the 3,500, then the money doesn't come out, and you sink into obscurity and cry in a corner somewhere. But so it's just crowdfunding really. You can do like Indiegogo as well, but that isn't as popular, I think. But it's quite easy to sign up for, and you just pretty much click on it and go, I want to give money to this, and then at the end it takes money from you.
So it doesn't actually take your money until you've reached your target.
Yeah. I've spent a lot of money pledging on a lot of Kickstarters. And like it's always like I pledge right at the beginning of the Kickstarter because I think this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have the hardcover book. It's gonna be amazing. And then I forget about it for a month, and then all of a sudden it's like your Kickstarter has been successfully funded. Oh, here's the 30 quid, and I just thought, I forgot about that. I didn't budget for that. Yeah, but it's good though. I think it's a good way of doing it.
It's really good for comics.
Yeah,
so you're basically just pre-ordering a book rather than
Which is then, as the comic creator, you've got the option there that you can sort of say, I'm going to make this. Anyone interested? Then you get the feel for it. If you don't get it, the sort of money come in, you come back, then you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
But yeah.
basically so you can like order your print run and not have to, stump up all of that up front, which basically means you won't be eating for 3 months, or something that you wouldn't be able to print anyway. So yeah, it's good.
Okay. Kerry, any other questions?
No, I think that covered everything.
So yeah.
Okay, I don't have a PC. I'm new to all this.
It's not PC. It's just general 21st century stuff, Kerry.
Okay, I'm new to all that too.
She's a woman out of time.
What is this
Oh.
www?
Oh, see what I did
That's
there?
a good little
See?
plug there. The woman out of
Part-time
time.
Kickstarter. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Plug it. Well, so while we got the emphasis on Kerry and her 18th century life,
Oh.
maybe we can go over and find out what you do, Kerry. Tell us about you.
I build stuff out of stuff. Pretty much it. I find stuff and I make it into cool stuff.
And what sort of cool stuff? Give the people out there who don't know who you are and what you do. What sort of cool stuff do you make?
Okay. So I do cosplay. So I make weapons and armor out of foam. Okay, this was the nearest thing I could reach, but I made this like blade commission piece recently. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Cool.
And what's that made of? Run us through it.
Someone sent me a sketch from their book, and they wanted the front cover to be the blades, or a model holding the blades. So he sent me a sketch of it, and I kind of just created this. So I made it all out of wood, and then the handle is actually, like on the stairs, the banisters. Yeah, I cut that in half, so it made like a really nice.
It's just a huge chunk out of your banister.
Health and safety officers going mad. What's the fucking banister called?
My stairs are just levitating now. Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, you really smoothed it well." It's like, no, I just used someone else's work pretty much, and then I just made the blade out of wood and like filed it to actually a blade. So you couldn't take this to a con because it's actually pretty lethal, but it's good for a photo shoot, which is what it's made for.
That's good.
Make me a lethal weapon, and that's the commission.
I probably shouldn't sell it like that, should I? I make lethal weapons.
In some sort of arms dealership or something, Kerry. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, kind of.
Dirty arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I made 2.
Oh.
Here's one I made earlier. Well, it looks cooler if they're holding 2, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you do commissions as well as like your own?
Yeah, well, this is a commission piece, but I only just started doing commissions because I didn't know I was good at this stuff because I only started last year, and someone came to me and was like, "Oh, can you make this?" I was like, maybe," and then I made it and I just gave it to them because I just thought it was naff, and now I sort of built up what I know and I'm okay at it.
Because your first cosplay, when I first met you, wasn't it last year at MCM in London?
My first one was Harley Quinn, but I think that's everyone's first cosplay.
Who was it you were?
I did Gears of War.
That's it, the Gears of War cosplay.
That's a pretty hardcore cosplay. That's not exactly, you're going from Harley Quinn to something with like massive shoulder pads.
Yes, you said those the great big shoulder pads. In what would you make it out of?
That was made out of like fiberglass and stuff, and then it weighed about 14 kilos, and I wore that for 3 days in a row and nearly died. So so I was swiftly introduced to foam, and now I can wear it every day. I'm surprised I'm not wearing it now because I normally just try it on and walk around the house.
So you made the costume again, but out of foam?
No, I've made different costumes now.
Oh, right.
That one's been done.
As soon as you looked at it, I'm never touching that again, and I'm not looking at it again. I'm going to do something else.
Yeah.
After suffering for 3 days.
I do that. I spend months and months making them. I wear them once and go, what's next? So I even answered the door to the postman the other day, dressed in my Edge of Tomorrow, like full gear, and I was holding the sword and everything. And he was like, I have a parcel for you.
Oh God, it's
Oh my
real.
God. He looked terrified. He looked absolutely terrified.
Weren't you on? I think I saw you on Sneaky Zebra. Weren't you? Did you wear that at LSCC?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I saw you guys like shooting at each other. I was like,
Oh God, yeah.
pretty cool.
In Kerry, have you seen the footage from Chinese news program?
What?
Yeah, you were on the.
But you're in China. Everyone knows you.
I only got sent it today. Yeah, you and Kenny doing the cheeky girl dance were on Chinese news.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
They'd done like a big feature on English cosplay. They had like the British flag flying in the corner and stuff like that. And they had it's Rob, isn't it, who won the Rob Alcombe, isn't it? Who done the Ursula cosplay.
Yes,
Ross, is
Ross.
it? Ross, I just
Yeah.
Rob, sorry. I've never actually met him, I only know him through like Facebook and whatnot. But yeah, he was on there, and then it went to you and Kenny on the bit when you done the cheeky girls dance.
Oh no. That was
Of all the things to make you famous.
Yeah.
For representing your country.
me and Kenny were watching Edge of Tomorrow, and I went, and he was saying, "Oh, we should enter the competition and make that." And I went, "But everyone takes it so seriously. I don't find it like fun when it's serious." And he went, "Well, let's make it not serious." And I was like, "Cheeky girls, that'll be fun." And Kenny, being Kenny, just went, "Yeah, all right then." So yeah, kind of for the next 2 months, I was trying to teach him to dance, but it was like trying to teach Jelly to move in time.
He's not one for rhythm, is he, Kenny?
Well, he wasn't, but watching it back, he definitely practiced in his own time, I reckon.
He's practiced his sprinkler move, isn't he? He's nailed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good enough to be on the Chinese news, clearly.
Mm, absolutely.
That's new to me. I didn't know that.
I'll send you the link later on.
That's amazing.
I might even, as we're talking now, have the little link playing just
Oh, great.
down here. Yeah, just going on while we're talking about that. Yes. So Vince, it's your turn.
Oh, right.
What have you been reading? What
have I been reading? Well, the past couple of weeks I've been sort of neck deep in the second issue of The Red Mask, getting that all finished, printed. So I haven't had a chance to read that much. I've got a stack of small press stuff, which because whenever I go to any con, I'm always picking up loads of small press stuff. But I have been reading this. See, more props. I finally got round to starting The Sixth Gun. Yeah, Volume 1 hardcover.
Wow, that's an encyclopedia, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's the first 11 issues in an oversized format. I've never really got many books like this, but I've wanted to. I've never read any of it, so I thought I'd start from issue 1. And it's a I love a nicely printed, hardcover.
Yeah.
And
it's so glorious.
It's beautiful. I've almost been intimidated to read it, so I finally just thought, right, let's start this, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Have any as well?
Oh yeah. It's got one of these. I won't take it out, but it's got one of those bits where you can keep your place in the book.
Any book that's got that on it is it's worth its weight.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And it's got a lovely sort of matte laminate gloss varnish. I'm big into print styles and stuff. But that's absolutely amazing, actually. Have any of you heard of The Sixth Gun?
No, I was really nerdy and just wrote it down.
It's basically about a group of I'll read you this. During the dark... Yeah, prepare yourselves.
Is everybody comfortable?
Yeah. I was about to do a really deep voice then, but I won't be able to do it. During the darkest days of the Civil War, wicked cutthroats came into possession of 6 pistols of otherworldly power. In time, the sixth gun, the most dangerous of the weapons, vanished. When the gun surfaces in the hands of an innocent girl, dark forces reawaken. But it's going quite well so far. Vile men thought long dead set their sights on retrieving the gun and killing the girl. Only Drake Sinclair, a gunfighter with a shadowy past, stands in their way.
Of course, they always do.
But the guns have a power and a destiny more terrifying than anyone imagines.
Amazing.
And it's bloody ace. It's
never
really
like
good.
Simon and Adrian from Hull. It's always like, Drake Sinclair with a shadowy past.
If you're going to be a gunslinger, you don't want to be called, like, I don't know, Bilbo or something like that.
He,
But yeah,
he's not known
no,
for his gunslinging, is he?
no, he just eats.
Simon Smith working in Tesco's. Granddad discovers.
Former as the checkout boy, Billy finds a supernatural weapon. No, but that's really well worth checking out. Actually, I know in print format it's on like issue like 30 or 40 at the moment, but well worth checking out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's the only thing at the moment. I've still got like a lot of small press stuff to get through, and but now I think
particular.
So
small press. Because I love small presses. Do you just find some absolute little gems in small press? Don't you?
yeah, well, obviously since being at convention and stuff, like pretty much everything I buy in terms of, I don't really buy like single print issues of like mainstream comics, like your Marvel and your DC. I'll get them digitally. I'll read them on my
There's so
Kindle.
much of it. It's like
Yeah.
at your house.
Yeah. And
We've lost
I know.
Kerry.
I know. Where's Kerry gone?
literally just disappeared. I was that dull.
Welcome back, Kerry.
You guys, you were all talking about comic books, okay? And
Oh.
I went shopping and I bought a couple more, so I felt like I needed props too.
So yeah,
Right.
we talked about your cosplay more than comics, didn't we, Kerry? We'll come back to you after Vince, and you could tell us what you've been reading.
I do read as well.
I know, I know you do.
Whoa!
Whoa! I can multitask. I don't do
you
them
read
at
while
the
you're
same time.
cosplaying?
No, that ends badly.
I think there's a story there somewhere.
There's got to be. So yeah, Vince. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, any small press stuff. Well, the thing is, I'm ever since like joining the small press scene, it's like everything I'm reading is like ace. I need to catch up on like I've got to finish the last bit of the Afterlife book. I've just finished recently the 4th issue of Pride, so I need to get that new one that Sarah's got. Yeah.
I got signed. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa! It's super rare.
Is that one like signed with a silver pen?
Yeah, they have
Oh.
silver pen and gold pens. I was just literally like stealing this idea.
Well, yeah, but with those you just have to sign them and then like hold them for 5 minutes while it dries. That's why I don't rub it against your face just in case it hasn't dried yet.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head because I've got such a massive pile of small press that I need to get through.
I forgot one person I can stick my nose in.
Go small press.
Rachel Smith. Did you read Rachel Smith?
No.
I
You should. She's amazing. She's so funny. Like my favourite one is probably I Am Fire, and it's basically just about that boy is a pyromaniac, and it's
Right.
about like it's just really kind of British and funny. I'm
just
really
those
crap at
covers
explaining it.
alone, I'm sold on that anyway. So.
I'm writing
Yeah.
that down.
Should I do the back? Should I read the back? I can read the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like story time with Ron.
Jenny, a mouthy, selfish schoolgirl, is coasting through her work experience at a stuffy department store. Things start to heat up when Chris, a young pyromaniac, crashes stoically into her life. Yeah, it's good. It's really funny. And she's done loads, and she does like Flimsy, which is like a short, it's like little short comics about a cat who loves to drink wine. And yeah, it's really good. She's a very funny person. So
I will look into her.
Yeah.
Rachel Smith, is that right?
yeah, Rachel Smith.
I will even link her in the description down here
Yay.
in the podcast. On your recommendation.
Roundabout here.
Yeah, right about.
Here,
There somewhere.
here, here,
Yeah,
my
we're-
face.
Yeah. I'll stick her on the page. We'll get her in there.
But what have you been reading, Pete?
Me?
Mm.
Oh shit.
Asking
that
everyone
like?
else.
So much. Shapers, a new one out by I think it's Dark Horse. Hang on. I'm on wired headphones now due to podcast reasons. Hang on.
Oh, that's it. You were talking about me when I left, so let's talk about Pete.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Anyway, oh.
Can he hear anything we're saying right now? So we could say anything.
Oh, this could be fun.
I've lost it
Say
now.
anything.
Or it could go horribly because we're being
Oh,
recorded.
yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Bums.
He is a lovely person.
And then I saw his face.
Oh.
Don't talk about him now because he's back.
Oh, yeah, he's back. Sorry.
I'm just going to cut all that out, you bunch of.
It's literally just me
It's all
saying
good
bums really loudly. Ooh.
Shaper by Dark Horse.
Join the Caliphate.
Good. I literally read that. I get all my stuff online, all my comics, because my closest comic book shop is like 25-minute, half an hour drive away. So I order them all online through my favourite disposable hero comics.co.uk. And yeah, they're fantastic. They charge you no postage. You wait, obviously, New Comic Day Wednesday. By Friday, I get like a parcel like that thick through my door every Friday of comics. And that comes through that's fine. I've just read it now, and it's good.
Joyous.
Oh, it's
I think I might need to.
I love Fridays. You get home and you literally trip over it as you walk through the door. Then you open it all up, and they all go.
Is that how you react?
You know.
Right, hang on. Right, we're back in it. It's recorded.
Ukulele.
There we go. I've got a
We're back in the
great
room.
big box down there of
Ooh.
the latest comics, and yes, every Friday that just gets filled up, and I love it. So Shaper was one that I definitely would recommend.
What's it about?
It's about basically shapeshifters, and they're being hunted and supposedly been killed off. They're like a bit of a myth, but they're not. They still exist, and this one chap wants to join up. He wants to join almost like the space army, let's call it. But he wants to join that to basically hunt these, the shapeshifters or the shapers. And he sort of goes so far, then all of a sudden he realises he is one, and that's when it ends. That's the first issue just come out.
Spoilers.
Yeah, but it pretty much tells you that on the back anyway.
Don't need to read it now.
Yeah. But no, it is good. It's lovely. We'll open it up. I'll let the fresh air into it.
Broken the seal.
It just turns into dust in his hands.
It's that once again, nice, bright, colourful, and just very, very well written, very well laid out book. So yeah, I've subscribed once again through disposableherocomics.co.uk. You can actually sign up like 3 months in advance to book, so you don't forget, which is brilliant for me because I'm crap at remembering what I'm reading. So when I buy something, I get the first one through, I think, oh, that's good. You can then go back on there and you can sign up for like issue 2, 3 and 4 and sort of pay for them all at once, and they just fall through your door every Friday.
That's good. I fail really badly at buying physical copies of just single issues because I get them digitally and then I think, oh, this week I might buy it, just a hard copy. Yeah. And I go to my shop and they never have it. Like I look for like Wicked and Divine, Rat Queens, like all the ones that I want are never there, and it's just like I'm just not nerdy enough. I just don't have the skills to pre-order anything. You need to go onto this website, Disposable Heroes. They're brilliant. They're just so easy to do. You just tick them down and click order. They take all your money.
So you would double sort of buy them then? You would buy the hard copies of single issues as well as the digital? Me? Yeah. No,
I no, either or.
Yeah, but would you get the trades? Yeah. I mean, I'm like, if I like the digital sort of stuff, I'll probably wait for the trades. Which a lot, yeah.
But it's just things like that I have a little bit of a obsession with, like Rat Queens. I love it.
That's one I desperately need to start. I haven't started that yet.
It's great. It's really good.
This is not a small comic. This is the last book I read, which is The Sculptor. Have you read it?
No, I want to. I wanted to, because he was doing signings, wasn't he? And I really wanted to go meet him. My sister met him.
He was at Birmingham doing signings, wasn't he? But yeah, once again, it's all not colourful, my usual style, but fantastic read. I mean, I read that, that thick. I read that in over 2 nights, I think. You start it and you're like, yeah, I'll put this down in a minute. Nah, you don't put it down. You literally fall asleep within your lap. You wake up the next morning like,
finish up on your face.
I think I finished the book at like 7:30 one morning. I woke up and I was like 30 or 40 pages from the end. And I woke up, so I normally wake up and I watch Third Rock from the Sun on Channel 4 because I hate the news. The news sucks. It's all bad news.
Oh, at the moment, it's just like
rubbish.
I do the same thing actually.
Third Rock from the Sun, 7:15 every morning. But I actually boycotted Third Rock from the Sun and finished off The Sculptor, and it is brilliant. Really, really good read. Definitely recommend it. to anyone out there. Yeah.
Are you trying to get a quote on the back of the book? I boycotted Third Rock from the Sun and read The Sculptor.
The Sculptor, Scott McCloud. Read it. It's better than Third Rock from the Sun.
Whoa!
I said it.
Shit, he didn't just say that.
I went there. But yeah, no, that's pretty much. I've been reading a lot. I've been reading Silk, Spider-Gwen. They're my two favourites at the moment, and Spider-Woman's got good as well since issue 4's come along. I don't know if anyone's been reading Spider-Woman.
No, I tried to read Spider-Gwen, but I didn't really get. I don't really read a lot of Marvel, and the first page was basically, look at all this shit that happened in the Spider-Verse, and I was like,
they done that with Spider-Woman up to issue 1 to 3. They called it issue 1, and it just went back to what's happened in Spider-Verse. So if you've not been reading the Spider-Verse,
yeah, you have no idea.
What the crap's
and it just drops you straight in it, because I expected it to be like, this is how she becomes Spider-Gwen, and it was just like, nope, she is Spider-Gwen. Move on. Yeah,
but I say Spider-Woman. The issue 1 of Spider-Woman was just Spider-Verse carried on. But when it gets to issue 4 of Spider-Woman, then that should be issue 1. That is when it starts as Spider-Woman. It goes on, and then it literally is 2 different books from issue 3 to issue 4. It is a complete game changer. So if you're going to start reading Spider-Woman, start from issue 4 if you haven't read Spider-Verse.
That's crazy though, isn't it? I mean, because we live in an age where they're all about the issue 1s. Jump on now, issue 1. This is where to start. And usually by issue 4, if people aren't really into it, they would have left. They're not coming back. And that's when you're saying start at issue 4. So that's when it gets really good. That's when most of the audience have left. So it's frustrating in a way.
I think they wanted to feed off from everyone who's been reading the Spider-Verse to get you into. But for a new reader, it's not a good jumping point. Issue 1, you want to jump in issue 4. You would not have missed a thing then. But yeah, so reading. I love my Spider-Man and everything spider related. I just read literally so much. Just trying to pinpoint the ones that I like at the moment. Oh, Witches. Anyone read Witches?
Yes.
Oh. I'm making notes of all these.
I could see. You realise this is being recorded, Sarah. You could just watch this back.
I know. But then I'd have to write it down again.
That's true. But yeah.
I want to read them now. So.
Yeah, Witch by Scott Snyder, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Witches is one of those ones as well. I mean, I'm a massive horror fan, but normally when I read horror comics, not many horror comics creep me out.
No.
Because it's really hard to sort of creep someone out or scare them. You're never going to get a shock, a jump scare in a comic. But Witches is one that's definitely one of the creepiest comics I've ever read. Actually,
that's
an image of you turning the page and going, "Whoa!"
I think we even
my trousers. Yeah,
we even spoke about I think Witches in the previous podcast. We spoke about it just because it stands out from everything else. There's nothing else out there like it at the moment. In that issue 1, the opening scene with the mother in the tree, and then you've got the son there, and she's like going to help me get out, and he's basically like, "Nah, fuck you, mum." And it's done.
Basically,
what?
Don't listen to anything he just said. The first scene is amazing. He might have spoiled
it. Oh my god!
It happens in
cool. I'm going to read that. Here's exactly what happened.
No, that's the first two or three pages. That's the intro.
First 2 pages, yeah.
And you're like,
hook you in. Yeah.
Shit, that's it. I'm reading this.
Yeah. You know exactly what you're in. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've not spoiled nothing yet. That has nothing to do with the storyline, anything. That is just the opening scene of the book.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm going to read this till he stops writing stuff.
The thing is, it's an ongoing though. At the moment, it feels like just a really cool sort of film. Do you know what I mean? Like a 12-issue series or something. So I'm not sure, but it's an ongoing. So I'm not sure how it's going to, when he's finished the first arc, how it's actually going to continue. So that's going to be quite interesting to see. But it's awesome. Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
It's once again, it's only the written word, but it's the noises the witches make. The click, 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 click thing. When you read it, you're like, that's creepy. Just to read it, and they've got to do that in a film. Which I'm sure we'll one day.
In my head is the Roald Dahl witches. Not the same. It's not going to be the same. Turning people into mice, square toes.
I so want to say that they do that in this comic, but they don't.
Come on, headphones, stretch.
We're just going to see his PC go like this, aren't we?
Hang on. Yeah, my $2.5 grand Alienware just gets dragged across the. Hang on. I've got it. Issue 1. Where are we?
Oh, you got them all in plastic as well. Oh my god. All of mine are just like.
That beautiful noise when you open it. Yeah, so we're going to go to literally. I'm going to show you one clip. This is the opening scene of Witches.
It's like a trailer. What? Ugh.
Oh,
Nice.
And that's how it finishes the intro.
Is that a lady getting sucked into
Hang
a
on,
tree?
That's a good impression of it, Kerry.
Yes,
Very
yeah.
good impression of it.
I thought that was quite
The kid
accurate.
just going.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It is really, really extremely well drawn, very well written. Everything about it is just perfect. So that if you haven't read any of the Witches, I think they've just started a second print of them. I think. I believe. I think they're all sold out of first prints now. But
So, what did you buy today, Kerry?
Oh my
You get
god.
a comic. Oh my god.
Shut up. The most exciting thing, I went into the shop. I won a giveaway on Facebook from like a fellow cosplayer. And there was a Forbidden Planet voucher in there. And on my way to Forbidden Planet, there was a comic book shop and it said closing down. I was like, no! So I walked in and the guy just really depressingly was like, all comic books are 20p. And I was like,
What?
I don't think
That's
I
amazing.
know.
That's awesome.
fetch my truck.
He genuinely looked excited that I was excited about these comic books. And so I basically, for hours, went through and picked up just a couple.
Just a few.
And so when I went to pay, the guy was like genuinely excited that I was so excited about these comic books, and he gave them to me.
What?
So I know. So I got like all of these. Look at them.
Bloody
I
hell.
even found
Red
Red
Sonja.
Sonja. All of them. Like not even one. Like everything.
Everything.
Oh, awesome.
Bloody hell.
I mean, it's never good when a comic book shop dies, but
No.
He
It
said
was
they go on to better things. So
Well, there we are. That
I-
great big
I
comic
didn't-
bookshop in the sky then.
I didn't want to ask any more questions. I just wanted to get out and read them all. So
Before they stop you.
yeah, so they're like, actually,
Chase you up
you
the
need to
street.
pay.
thanks for the free
So-
comics. See you, suckers.
So what else? What else in there? You obviously got Red Sonja.
I haven't really looked yet.
Did you just grab stuff?
Kerry, you realise this is called
Or it's your
shoplifting.
bag?
You just grabbed a load of comics and ran out the shop. You've
I
just
got this
admitted to a
one
crime.
because it had a sexy girl wearing a bear head with her butt out. So I was like, well, that's going to be a good comic.
How could that possibly go wrong? What's it called?
Unexpected.
The unexpected. So
It clearly is.
Hmm.
I can't exactly recommend it yet. I'm just having a look. I'm sure there's something exciting.
So yeah, so I stumbled across it. Big Man Plans with the cover art, beautiful cover art. So I started reading it digitally, and then read the first one. Thought, yeah, I'm reading this more. So then signed up to the rest of them. And yeah, it's just a story about a midget who was picked on all through childhood, and his family were basically bullied because he was a midget. All the women in his local community bullied his mum and sort of talked behind her back because she produced a midget. And it was set back in when 1979.
Lead up to the Vietnam War, isn't it? It's all
Yeah.
based on, near the
Yeah, it's all based around there. And
Mm.
so it's basically a book on how society can, or my views on it, is how society can affect people like that who's not normal, who are not from the, or what I say normal, you're not, like us beautiful people. A little midget gets picked on, and basically he goes rogue and he kills every fucker he can.
Mm.
He gets trained up by the military to go down these tunnels and basically fight in the war, in the Vietnam War, to flush them out of tunnels, and he's just hard as nails, and it's a revenge story. So he then goes back. It finishes as he sort of goes back to get revenge, I suppose, on the people who ruined his life. And yeah, so anyone else's thoughts on this and what else it could possibly mean, the deeper meaning behind it all?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Actually, I mean, I didn't know anything about it leading up.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before you'd shown it to us. I was like,
Yeah.
what
I mean, I did see it was Eric Powell, isn't it? I
That's
think
it,
he's the artist. Yeah, and he did the Goon before, and the Goon's like
That's it.
Oh, right.
yeah, it's a great series. So his artwork's gorgeous as well.
Yeah, I love
And that's the first thing that attracts you to the book is the artwork, but the story and just the pace of, like, I don't know, it's all dialogue because it's got very much like a sort of self-narrative running through it. And but the thing that happens, like, is it the third or fourth page? There's like a double page splash with a big explosion and a kid being punched in the face.
Yes.
And I just thought, I'm in. Like, do you know what I mean? The lead up to that. I'm not saying I condone kids being punched in the face.
I saw a kid being punched in the face, and I thought, "Wow, this is for me."
Yeah. But the lead up to it, like how he's treated by these people in the bar, and then just the build up, and then when that happens, I just thought, right, I'm in. Let's find out more about this, and it's a fascinating story, and it's like you say, it's a revenge tale, but you don't really know exactly what his big man plans are quite yet. So I'm on for the ride, and I didn't know it's 4 issues as well, so it's gonna be nice. There's an ending. You know what I mean, there's gonna be
ongoing. Yeah,
it's just gonna be like watching a cool sort of like film. I think a real sort of pulpy sort of grindhouse kind of film. I think.
Yeah.
So so I liked it. In short, pardon the pun.
Yeah. And Kerry, Kerry views on big man plans.
I loved it because it was mainly the fact that people are picking on him because they think, oh, he can't fight back, and they're picking on something that's obvious. Like, everyone gets picked on for something, no doubt. I've got size 11 feet. That's pretty ridiculous.
Whoa.
Exactly.
To be fair, I
Ow.
don't want to pick on you. I just kind of want to go, oh God, how'd you get shoes? That's hard.
But,
my God.
The amount of times that people have said stuff like, oh, you must be really good at swimming, or are you a clown, and things like that. And you just go, and you want to just get a grenade and throw it at them, like he does, but obviously.
And then go outside and punch a kid in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing it for me, so it kind of shows you. It just shows you not to pick on the wrong people. I mean, I'm definitely not the wrong people because I wouldn't punch you in the face, but I could kick you pretty hard.
Oh, well, it's an interesting fact we never knew about Kerry.
I loved it.
Sarah, any other thoughts to add on Big Man's plans?
I don't really want to like stamp on everyone because I wasn't that bothered by it. Sorry.
Are you making a foot joke? Are you really making a foot joke?
No, I wasn't. Oh my God, I did not intend. I don't want to rain on everyone's parade. Maybe that would have been a better choice of words. No. Respect to your feet. I don't know, like, I think I kind of wanted to see where it was going. I know, like, everyone is saying this is just, like, the beginning of it, and you wanted, it's kind of just building up to something. But I felt that there was just all of this rage, and then it didn't really go anywhere with it. There was lots of, like, explosions and people getting punched in the face, which, don't get me wrong, I like that kind of thing. But, I don't know, I think maybe, it's just not really the kind of thing that I'd usually read. But it did look beautiful, and I could see why people liked it. And I quite liked, there was a couple of panels where you had lots of, like, panel breaks, but you had, like, the edge of the panel, but the drawing would go underneath. And I was like, oh, that's quite nice. I like that.
It's going to be very interesting to see what the second issue's like. Because, do you know what I mean? You got the punchy, literally first issue, but the second one could either just completely fall flat, this kind of story.
Definitely. I'd be interested to see, like, I'm not writing it off entirely. I'd be really interested to see where the second one goes. But that's kind of, like, why I'm a bit hesitant, because that's kind of what I want to see. It's like what he's gonna, because you've kind of got all of his backstory, like about Nam and all of this stuff, but I kind of want to see where he's going now.
So you'd probably wait for the trade to come out then?
Yeah, I'd probably wait for that, to be honest.
So you just read it all at once?
I just sound like I hate explosions and small people, but I don't. I do. I like these
face.
In one scene, there was a midget naked from the waist down, punching a big man in the dick. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with that scenario?
Yeah.
Could you not like?
Yeah, what's not to like?
I think maybe like I like pulpy things, but I don't have much patience for them. I think that might be it, really. But
I know, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I do see where you're coming from. Because like sometimes they can get a bit too, well, in my mind, they can be a bit too preoccupied with how pulpy they are. They try too hard, whereas, you know, the story's the important thing. That's what's going to ride it out.
Yeah.
But
as you say, like the timing was really good, and
yeah, it's got explosions. It's got a lot of anger. It's got kids being punched and a massive dick.
Yeah.
Hey! 5 stars.
That's the only reason you're going to watch it, read the second issue, isn't it, Sarah? Just in case there's more. I'm not reading any more of this. There's no more dicks.
Where's all the dicks?
God. Anyway.
Yes. So on that note, so 3 out of 4 people said, read Big Man's Plans.
And 1 miserable person says, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
that's like a 3.5, isn't it? That's 3.5.
Yeah.
We'll go for that. 3.5 out of 4. Settled for that.
No.
And right, so that's comic book section over and done with. We've all talked about what we like, what we read, we recommend. So now we're going to do conventions, because we've all been to a few different conventions lately. We've had LSCC, we've had Birmingham MCM, and we've had Cardiff Comic Con. You can guess who's been to what.
I don't know. I think I've been to Cardiff, but
so start off with LSCC. That was the first one. That was 2 weeks ago now, wasn't it? It seemed a long time ago, because we had MCM in the middle. But you weren't at LSCC, Vince or Sarah, were you?
I was.
Were you? Oh, of course you were. I could have saw you.
It's just how memorable I am.
They all merge. They all merge into one. Yeah.
No, I couldn't make it this year. It's one I definitely want to do, and definitely next year I'm good. Because it seemed like I thought, I can't do it this year, and everyone else in the world did it. So
that's obviously why, though. We thought, Vince isn't going. Quick, let's go.
That's nice. I'll come on this podcast again.
You've not done LSCC before, then?
No. I mean, I knew a lot about it because one of the podcasts was to his Comic Geek Speak, and that's one of the one of the things it originated from. So I knew all about it, and I thought, it just sounds amazing. But before I lived like miles away, and I didn't have the money to sort of go to London to see it as a visitor. And now I'm sort of in the next realm of like being an exhibitor. I'm even more desperate to go. Even if it's just to hang out and see my mates again. Oh God. Yeah. But anyway, tell me what it's like. Tell me all about it. You guys. You were all there, were you? Did you all go?
Yes, we're all there.
Yeah.
So show up about how fantastic it was, and if you see me crying, just ignore it. Just carry on.
I'll just blur the tears out.
I'm fine. I'm a grown man. I can deal with it.
You just like disappear off into the corner. We'll just see you in the corner, like
rocking.
One day.
Yeah. So tell me all about it, though. Tell me the highlights.
As an exhibitor, Sarah, how did it go?
Oh, well, as you say, it was 2 weeks ago. It feels like ages ago, but it really wasn't. But I think the thing about LSCC is that it's quite expensive compared to other conventions. So basically, like Vince, if it's like MCM, double MCM pretty much for a table. So it's a bit expensive. So it's quite difficult to try and make your money back from the get-go. But the people there are really into, obviously they're really into comics, but more so than other conventions. And I say, like, a lot of them are very, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like you two, but I kind of felt that it was kind of more kind of traditional Marvel, DC kind of centered. Whereas the other ones I've been to have been kind of like manga, anime kind of things. Whereas this is a lot more like Western comics centered. Yeah. But lots of nice people go in. Really like a good one to go to for like nerdy chats and not too crowded. So yeah, I definitely do it again. But it was weird because I wasn't selling this time. I was literally just flyering for my Kickstarter. So and that turned out okay. But for promotional things, I don't think it's great. But in terms of sales, I think other people did really well. So, but yeah, it's a good one. It's very friendly. But yeah, how did you guys find it?
As obviously doing the photography and everything there, it's lovely because there's space to move around. It's not overcrowded. It's busy, so there's lots of people there, but it's not like, once again, compared to MCM, which is in the same building in the Excel, same rooms. At MCM, you just walk around like that. And
like sardines the entire time.
Yeah, and you try to like set up somewhere to do photos, because I use lighting and everything to do all my photos, and trying to find a space to do that at MCM's a nightmare. At LSCC is lovely. You get so much space. You can easily pick out people to do photos of. So yeah, it's, for photography wise, it's my favourite convention of the year, LSCC. Just because, I know it sounds bad, but because it's busy. Because
they seem to cater to you guys a lot more though, because I saw they had a lot more like cosplay stars there and a lot more kind of photography areas, and I don't know, I think for cosplayers seemed like quite a good one.
Well, we can go to Kerry for that. Kerry.
Where I come in. No, it was definitely much better because, well, at MCM, when you're in cosplay, you don't realise you're twice as wide normally, and you tend because I went as a demon hunter not long ago to MCM, and my shoulder armor is like out here, and it just got ripped to shreds because you're so close to other people. And at LSCC, it was the first one I've been to, and I loved it. And I had 2 huge guns on my back, and they were in perfect condition when I got home. Because I didn't bump into anyone because it's busy, but it's so big that you don't really. I really enjoyed it. But the only problem is because I was actually only meant to go on the Saturday, but we got through the championship, or I don't know what they're called, the cosplay thing, which means we had to perform the next day as well. So I was like, oh no, quick, buy a ticket. So, but during the competitions and stuff, you kind of miss a lot of the convention like itself. So I didn't really get to walk around much because most of the day you spend queuing and waiting to go on stage, which kind of sucks, but it was so worth it. I won a PS4, so I didn't mind.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
That made it bearable.
But you and Kenny actually came winner of the groups.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you?
Yes, we did. I'm not sure how. But we did.
It looked pretty cool.
It was the cheeky girl dance.
Amazing.
It was the bum wiggle, wasn't it?
I want to see this video now.
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, when Kenny started doing the cheeky girl routine, everyone was like, "Hey!" When you done it, you just heard all the men go, "Oh yeah!" One of the things you had to be there is phenomenal.
Well, the thing was, the music was so loud, and we couldn't hear the crowd when we were on stage. And on the first day, you see us look at each other in the video, going, "Oh my god, no one's laughing," and we're like wiggling our thumbs on stage, and we were just so embarrassed. And then, like at the end of it, everyone goes, "Oh, it was so funny," but we couldn't hear it, so we had no idea that. So we were basically for 2 minutes dancing awkwardly to the cheeky girls in full armor. Just not knowing if people found it funny. And the whole stage was really foggy as well. So we couldn't see anyone or hear anyone. We could have just been in like a room with no one and doing it because we couldn't hear anything.
That must have been good though. That must have been the best way to do it because you don't want to do the cheeky girls dance.
Like and looking at someone like eye to eye. Like
we thought if they laugh at us, it will encourage us and we'll kind of relax a bit and find it more fun. And then we just thought, oh my god, no one's laughed. What do we do?
Shit.
But we just carried on. But the first day, Kenny's costume pretty much fell off of him. So
he broke it on the first routine, didn't he?
Well, yeah, I can't really say I punched him. I pretended to punch him, and then so I smacked him to the floor with my sword, and his leg just flew off. His armor leg, not his actual leg. And,
I just want to say I've never seen a cheeky girl dance that involves those things that you just said.
losing a
clearly
leg.
not lived, Vince.
Not lived. No, we did a full fight scene which we rehearsed for so long, and then the music cuts out and we just burst into the cheeky girls. Just why not?
Absolutely.
Purely because we couldn't think of any more fight moves, but
I will put links up to this cheeky girl
Awesome.
dance.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But on the second day, so we basically had a word with the judges, and they just said, look, make sure your costume stays together, and so we hot glued it to Kenny.
To his actual
To
leg.
his skin.
Yeah.
And so that's how we got it to stay. So getting home was a bit difficult because he had to take his shoes off to get his costume off, but it was worth it.
You won a PS4. 2 PS4s, wasn't it?
Yeah, we won one each, but we both sold them. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Well, what are they gonna? They're gonna knock on your door tomorrow and be like,
We want them
Yeah,
back.
come on.
But in all fairness, you're
Here
putting
you're not respecting the PS4.
you're putting your PS4 money to good use, I hear, Kerry. Is this right?
Yeah, I sold my Gears of War costume and my PS4, and I'm going to do Tabitha's training course for. I'm ringing.
Artifacts. You what?
Oh,
She's ringing.
Oh, someone else on Skype.
all of my everything's ringing at once. Okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've signed up
Okay,
to
yes,
Artifacts weekend
yeah, I'm
course.
gonna do. Yeah, so I've put the money towards basically getting better at cosplay. Because at the moment I kind of just lag it. I don't really know what I'm doing. So when I was at the convention, I bought the phone book Bill Doran. So and that's like been really helpful, and it's given me loads of new techniques. And then I just thought to take it to the next step, I'll go to the Artifacts course as well. So hopefully.
Excellent.
Hopefully I can win another PS4 and actually keep it this time.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
PS4s. And yet, so LSCC was a winner all round, really. Everyone enjoyed
Definitely. Really good.
And MCM I was there all weekend, once again, doing photos and videos. Kerry turned up on the Saturday only as Master Chief / Chef.
Master Chef.
Master Chef, which I'll put stuff on this as well. Yeah, genius. And yeah, that was another one that was reasonably quiet. It was busy enough. When you actually went into the convention itself, it was heaving. But outside in the corridors and stuff like that, it wasn't. So everyone sort of stayed in the convention in that one. But it was run smoothly. There wasn't much queuing. MCM seemed to have got their act together slightly. From the last couple of years, has been you sort of queue for like a couple hours to get in.
What, even for Birmingham? Or
no, but Birmingham's not bad, but London's obviously bad for the queues.
oh yeah.
But all round, MCM seemed to have sorted their act out a bit, and really sort of brought it together, made it a lot more enjoyable for everyone. But yeah, there's quite a few places to set up because it's a new halls and everything. When you do the photography stuff, you normally have your own little area. You think, I was there last year, I'll go back there and do it again. Because they moved halls, it's completely new. All the photographers are just literally walking around in circles going, where the hell am I? Where the hell am I? No one knew what to do. No one knew where the cosplayers were hanging out. It's all everyone had to sort of find their feet again. Which is a bit confusing, but we got there in the end. And yeah, but that was good. There's a few good guests there. Good comic village there. And yeah, quite a good stalls. I bought some new Hot Toy stuff, which it's hiding behind me. Which I tried to buy a new Iron Man Hot Toy. I'll try every convention I go to, but LSCC had none. So obviously Birmingham, they had some stuff there. So hopefully I'll slowly build my collection at conventions rather than mail order, because I don't like mail order.
Is it just Iron Man that you get the Hot Toys?
Yeah.
Hot Toys.
Although I have got Rocket and Groot on order.
Fair play.
But I ordered them last August and they've still not been brought out. Yeah.
Sorry, I always have to walk the Groot out.
they're buggers to get hold of. But yeah,
Hey, how tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yes.
About 5'9".
Because I'm making an Iron Man next, and I'm 5'11", so it might fit you if you want it.
Are you 5'11"?
But it's gonna be Hello Kitty.
Done.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
You are welcome to it if you would like it.
Right. This is recorded. Everyone has just witnessed.
That's fine. That's fine.
What is that for? When are you doing
making
that?
a Hello Kitty Iron Man?
Well, I've got some drawings. Should I go get the drawings?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll be back.
Right, while she's gone, should we all hide?
No.
She's back.
Thanks, were you at Birmingham?
No, it actually sounds like I go nowhere.
Nope, wasn't that. Nope, I didn't do that.
I do leave my house, I swear. Yeah, no, I didn't manage to get to MCM Birmingham. I missed out on getting a table for MCM London as well, which I was a bit gutted at, because when the email goes out exhibitor tables are available, you have to be on it immediately.
They tweeted it, and it went within about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You'll have to come as a guest in segments. Just wander around.
One day.
Public.
One fine day.
Don't just come as member of public. Civvies.
I come as
Or you could cosplay as a civilian from Call of Duty. There you go. There you go.
She's done this before.
Right, let's see these pictures, Kerry.
Okay, Pete, you've frozen. I don't know if you've frozen for everyone else.
Yeah, it's frozen for me too.
What?
You're a bit like this.
Yeah, it's quite a pensive face.
Yeah, it's like
Hang on.
it's like you're gazing into the distance.
Kind of going.
Hang on, I'll try moving.
He's disappeared. Now he's back again.
Oh my god!
What?
What was that?
It's like I'm in the ring.
Hang on. Hang on.
Hey.
And camera change.
That was his witch impression.
And back.
I can't see you.
Am I not back now?
No, you're a little buffering, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Give it a second. That's probably just loading the camera.
Everyone's doing now.
Yeah.
Yay! There we go.
Hey, yes, so I can see me.
Hey.
Well, that's all that matters.
That's all I worry about.
Can we see
Anyway,
the-
Hello Kitty Iron Man.
Yes, Hello Kitty Iron Man.
Well, I couldn't find the full body, but I found the helmet, and there's two. I haven't decided which one yet. Okay, so that's the first one.
Oh,
But
that's
the
brilliant.
second one has ears.
Oh,
I'm thinking the second one.
I think I prefer the first one.
Don't know.
No,
But
the second one looks more Power Ranger-y. Power Ranger-y.
I'll go for the first one then. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like hot pink all over, and then in between each layer is going to be white fur, like a cat.
Awesome.
And then
where
the
are you
belly's
wearing
gonna
this?
I was going to try and do a 4-day build over the Easter weekend and get the Iron Man done in 4 days. But I really need to get my Master Chief finished, so I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. But I'm going to finish one of them in the 4 days.
Where
And
are
then
you hoping to premiere this Hello Kitty Iron Man?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking maybe, oh God, there's so many coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe MCM October? If there is one in October?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I've got Kitacon coming up. Oh my God, I've got so many.
I'm in the queue for tickets for Kittycon because I missed out.
Oh no.
I had a wedding booked that day and then they cancelled. So now
what?
I know. I've now got nothing to do. So yeah, I might just stay at the hotel anyway. You know what I mean? Do that Kittycon.
You are welcome to the Iron Man suit if it takes pride of place next to all your Iron Men.
Screw that! I'm wearing that shit.
Okay, you have to do all your podcasts in your Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I will go shopping in Tesco's in the Iron Man suit.
Witnesses. I've got witnesses to this.
Brilliant.
Yeah, if I get that, I will wear that to a convention and photograph in it.
Okay, that's fine. There will be many diamonds and sparkles and everything. So
I think nothing less.
I'm kind of excited about this one because I'm like the least girliest girl you'll ever meet, and I'm doing something pink and sparkly and fluffy. So it's kind of exciting.
I can't wait for that. That's genius. Absolutely genius.
It does sound pretty damn good actually. In terms of Iron Man versions, because lots of people do lots of different sort of Iron Man takes, don't they?
I haven't seen a Hello Kitty one yet.
Exactly.
No, I don't know whether there's a reason for that or not, but I'm super.
We'll find out.
I'm very
I'll
excited
find out the
about
hard way.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see that. That would be awesome.
I haven't actually told my page yet, or my cosplay page. I haven't told anyone, so you guys are the first to know.
Is this an Into the Review exclusive?
Podcast is gonna go out.
Exclusive to Into the Review.
Oh my god! Hang on. In 1.5 hours into the podcast, we will reveal that. Yeah, I won't let anyone know how long it is. I'll say Kerry reveals her next cosplay, so they'll have to watch the whole lot.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna hate me.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Right, so that's it's Cardiff. Sarah, you're the only one representing Cardiff.
I'm not be a very good representative of Cardiff because I'm a bit biased anyway. But I just went on the Saturday for a little bit. I did a bit of cheeky flyering.
Ooh.
And I don't know if any of you have been to the one, they did another one last year. Like, I think...
I've not been to Cardiff at
like
all.
November. It's it's a Showmasters one, and they're not really, like, if you're there for small press, it's okay. It's not great. And they didn't, what they've done is they've moved all the small press upstairs, and there isn't any signage really saying where they are. And it's a bit...
They've done that at LSCC last year.
Yeah, they haven't... It doesn't look like they're changing anytime soon. Like, the few people... They notably had less small press there. It seems like a lot of people from Cardiff have kind of gone, nope, not again. But the people that were there, it seems like the people who were on the main floor were having an all right time. And, yeah, it's okay. It's just... I think some people are a bit annoyed because you kind of pay £8 and it's just like a massive bin planet. And there's nothing else really there. I don't know. Yeah, it's all right. Like, you know, Joe Glass was there. That's where I got those comics from. But apart from that, like, there was Loose Scannon were there, and I think that was about it really. And a couple of other people, which is a bit sad.
It was on the same weekend as MCM Birmingham, which is where we were. So sort of two.
You kind of wonder conspiratorially whether that was deliberate or not, but. Yeah, it's okay, and people seem to enjoy themselves there. And I didn't stay for very long, but yeah, it's all right.
Oh, good. It's one to watch out for next year, anyway. As long as it doesn't clash with another big, like the MCMs are the biggest one in the country because they do them.
Yeah,
they do them everywhere, so everyone knows about the MCM ones. But yeah, to do one on the same weekend as that, you're in competition.
It's foolish, but there's another Cardiff one coming up in June, so that's CICE.
Yes.
And that one, that should be good. That's a lot more small pressy.
So... I'll be there at that one.
Yay! Featuring Vince.
That sounds really cool. Actually, it's gonna be lots of.
Hopefully that should be good.
That's good. And the next one, which we're going to, Vince, is Birmingham Comics Festival.
Indeed, inaugural. Does that mean first? Inaugural. Is that the word for first? I'm a writer. Yeah. I'm asking you.
I'd like to say first.
Yes. Okay. All right. I won't try and sound posh. It's the first one. Yeah. Yeah. It's quite exciting. It's my first time doing one in Birmingham as well. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a good lineup.
Because you're doing the drive up there in the morning as well, aren't you?
Yes. So I'm going to be a happy chappy at the end of the day. No, it's good. I don't mind. It's a 2-hour drive from where I live. So
of course, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. And I'll be launching the Red Mask for Mars issue 2,
which I read today. Vince.
Oh really?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I saw on Twitter. Didn't you post I've just read it? Was that you or?
No, that wasn't me.
No. I've sent it out for a few reviews. I think that was Tony Esmond from Down the Tubes.
Yes.
I think he gave a nice review. And dare I ask that you liked it, Pete?
Loved it.
Yes.
Most importantly, what was the rabbit called?
Well, you'll have to buy a copy and find out.
Damn it.
The rabbit.
That's how you sell things. The fluffy rabbit at the end of the issue.
Well, end of issue 2.
Yes. Now I'm going to ask you now. Did you read it?
Yes.
It's just like a quiz. You know when you used to read books in school, they'd have a quiz at the back.
Without any spoilers, there's a small fluffy rabbit towards the end of the issue that ties into the cliffhanger. Read it again. See if you notice it.
I'm sure you read the right book, Pete.
I was just about to bring it up again then, but then it's going to cut all the Skype off if I do that.
Oh
no, I read it at the end, obviously, without giving anything away. But I can't remember a small fluffy rabbit.
Are you going to have some in Cardiff? Because I think that's the next time I'm going to see you.
Yes, I'm going to, yeah. Yeah, it's gone off to the printers.
Because you're releasing it for Birmingham, aren't you? I'm
releasing it in Birmingham, but I hopefully I'll sell out. But I'll have some for Cardiff. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Excellent.
So, yeah, it's going to be good. And it's going to be good to have 2 issues as well. Now that I've got 2 issues.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll help with people will come along, and the people that haven't picked it up will now pick up issue 1 and issue 2.
A baking tray full of cupcakes, and everyone kept coming up to me like, "Oh, did you make those cakes?" And it's like, I made everything else but the cakes, and you're only interested in the cupcakes.
Was that MCM in October? Because there were some strange people there. Because I had a table full of Halloween decorations, and people would come up to me and be like, and this is a Halloween decoration. Is this for sale? And I'm like, you see all these comics on my table? Those are for sale, not the plastic skeletons. No, maybe it was just something about
But
MCM
you sold
October.
them anyway, yeah?
Yeah, did you sell them?
No. I was like, step away. Don't touch that. I should have done.
Yeah.
Sell everything. Sell the table.
Do you want this? Do you want this? How about
Decorate
this
table.
pen? That's for sale.
Yeah, sell what you can. But yeah, so that's the conventions pretty much what's upcoming. And then, as we spoke, we got the next one in Cardiff, the CICE, in it. As we
That's
said about
June the 27th.
June. Then we got Kitacon beginning of August.
There's MCM as well in May.
MCM May, yeah. so
Yeah,
that's-
the 22nd, I think.
That's
Yeah.
a 3-dayer, isn't it? I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've made the Friday like a full day.
yeah, it used to be half a day, didn't it?
It's going to be insane.
Yeah. It's gonna be so good.
But I'll be getting there Friday evening.
I'm just going to have like a stack of like energy drinks and coffee and food. And that's all. I'm just going to, crash the entire week.
Are you there for the whole weekend? Are you
Yeah,
saying?
I managed to get a table. Sorry, then.
Oh, excellent, excellent. We'll come and say hello again then.
But I'm hoping to have the book finished for then and printed. I
Yes.
might do. I don't know. I'm trying to.
Oh, excellent.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Just a
Oh,
job,
yeah.
yeah. We'll come visit you. We'll bring snacks.
Yay!
Or whatever we find on the way round.
Master
I
Chef
found
cupcakes.
this.
Yeah, MasterChef
And
cupcakes.
this.
Yeah.
Uh,
The welcome bag. There you go.
oh, nice. You never get those exhibiting. You hardly ever get a welcome
Yeah,
bag.
you don't, do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So at
You don't when
LSCC
you press either.
Oh,
You get them when you're a cosplayer, and you're like,
Oh.
you have
Where-
nowhere to
where
put
do
it.
I put this?
No, they obviously look down on us press people, but you're not getting free stuff. And they hide it from us.
LSCC.
You journalist scum. Oh, Pete, you look so sad then.
Dude, you're like a little
Yes.
lost puppy.
The low life of the press world. That's what you do. I just basically talk about shit, and
The commoners.
then yeah, that's really it. But yeah, yes. So I think that will probably do us for tonight. Is there anything else anyone else wants to plug or sell or do anything while we've got your lovely faces on the screen? Hang on, Sarah's looking for something.
Sarah's looking at all the stuff that she's going to find more things to sell.
I don't
It's
know.
fine,
Yeah,
Bob,
I
look
could
at
sell you this. I could sell you that.
You advertise that so beautifully
no,
as well. Go.
I was literally just gonna do this again.
Oh, the Kickstarter.
Ooh. Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
that's all my selling. That's my selling technique, is to just hold up
I-
flyers and make a ghost noise.
Um,
Ooh.
In all fairness,
That's amazing.
I'll give you one tip for the future, Sarah. If you hold it still, we can actually read what it says. When you
Hang on.
do that, is
I do that.
oh, there's the scan
I-
thing. Everyone, scan your screen.
And it's got the website on it as well. Basically, if you Google half-time Kickstarter, or if you do that on the Kickstarter site, that's even better. It'll come up. So yeah, and there's only 9 days left.
Right.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I'm gonna tweet as soon as I get off this podcast tonight.
Yay! Thank
We're
you.
gonna, I've
Yeah.
my
Vince is
Twitter
on
is rubbish.
it.
I'll
You've already
retweet
done
that
it.
tweet.
You retweet it, yes.
Yeah.
And then if you tweet as well, Vince, I'll
have
retweet
Twitter.
yours.
Don't worry. If you just send up smoke signals, that'll be just as good.
I'm good at Morse code. I'm good at that.
Excellent.
I was about to say, is your courier pigeon back from the last visit is sent out for, or could just turn that around and back out?
Fly, fly, my pretties.
Oh. I'm not actually selling stuff. I'm giving stuff away. Can I like?
Ooh.
What
even
would
No,
you-
better.
I'm actually these beauties.
What?
I'm giving one away on my page.
Ooh.
Why?
So, well, why
Where is-
not?
Is that on your Facebook?
Yeah, on my Facebook page. Once
Kerry
I finish
Cosplay.
once I finish my costume, I'm gonna give one to someone.
What you-
But it's not gonna be like share this, share that, like my page. It's just gonna be like
Who
I'm
wants
just
it?
gonna give one away. Who wants it? But I was gonna give it away a couple of months ago, and then I thought, what if someone makes a better Master Chief costume than me in this time? So I thought I'll finish my costume and then give one away. So yeah.
I actually got a free giveaway the other day from, in case anyone missed my tweet. Do you recognise that?
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Is that Kenny's?
Yeah, that's Kenny's.
I was going to say, I swear I've worn that one.
Yeah. I can't get it on my head. It literally sits on the top. And I look a bit like a metal pope when I wear that. But,
Metal Pope.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But yeah, that's what Kenny gave me the other day, just because I pestered him for it, so he brought it up to MCM. So yeah.
Does this mean that cosplayers just give out free stuff?
Only Kenny and Kerry.
I don't like. Okay, I'm just going to show you my room, right? Can you see this?
Whoa.
Look.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Hang on,
Oh wait,
this
you haven't even seen over here. Yeah, this is my bedroom, right? This is the issue cosplay.
The time machine.
But this is the problem. Like,
The flux capacitor.
most cosplayers just have all these beautiful stands with their cosplay stuff on, and me and Kenny just throw it all on the floor because we can't afford mannequins and that sort of stuff. So it's nicer to just give it to people who you know are going to use it than just like throw it on the floor, I guess.
Oh wow.
Plus,
And that is the way to live your life, kids.
yeah. But people love it though.
Pay it
As soon
forward.
as you say,
The
as
more
soon as
you
you
know.
say, I'm giving you this for free, people are like, oh my god, I just won at life. So it's awesome. I made some, like, I was trying to make chainmail the other day, and everyone buys these really little expensive rings that you put together. So I bought 2,000 ring pulls off of Coke cans, and I threaded them all together.
Where'd you go to get that?
Some fat kid's house.
Yeah, and I threaded them all together, and I made these pretty funky bracelets, like out of ring pulls, and I just put, like, by accident I made them, and I just said on my page, I was like, does anyone want these? Because I don't. And some guy was like, some guy messaged me like, I haven't bought my wife a birthday present, so I'd like one to give to her. And I was like, you, my friend, have won yourself a bracelet. And he sent me a message like, oh my god, my kids would love this, they're cosplayers. And I got a bag and I filled it with cosplay stuff and just sent it to him and his kids. And they absolutely loved it. And like,
Awesome.
his daughter did me a bit of artwork back, and you just think, see, I made someone's day with stuff that was just going to sit on my floor. So if Pete wears it to Tesco's, like, that's more enjoyment for me.
Dude, I'll wear that stuff everywhere. I'll wear
I'm
it
going to
at
put
work.
tail
Oh,
on
nice.
it. Tail on it.
The next wedding I photograph, I'll wear in the Hello Kitty Iron Man. I'm going to be all about that.
So stay
that-
tuned to the news.
You're
Yeah.
married, aren't you? Can you just get divorced and married again so you can wear it?
Yeah.
Remarried.
Oh yeah, remarry.
That would be a lot
That's
less
probably
stressful
easier.
than have to,
The Iron Man.
yeah,
and
than have to
advert for
explain to
divorce.
Beck why I'm divorcing her to remarry
Yeah,
her
but
in
as
an
soon
Iron
as
Man
she sees
suit.
your Iron Man suit, she'd know
But
exactly.
then,
Yeah,
why.
she'll understand.
Hello
She'd
Kitty
sign
Iron
it.
Man. Who would she be?
Well,
I'll make
Beck,
her.
Beck cosplays, isn't she?
Yeah, but what would
Yeah.
she be?
Well,
Wait,
she's
her page is right here. Right here.
yes,
yeah.
we put
See? Right
cause
here.
I can cosplay. No, she does female Captain America. She does Merida, really good Merida.
Yeah, Merida's
That's really
amazing.
good.
Yeah, she made all that. And she's in the midst of making 2 more. She's
I
downstairs
know. What is
sewing
it?
at the
She put it
moment.
on her.
No, we're not
She
telling.
put it on her page.
No. No, she's got some material she's making, but she's got a super secret special one that's coming out in MCM May.
It's yellow.
Nice.
Yellow. That's all I know.
Yeah, but one of them's yellow.
Pikachu.
SpongeBob. Oh yeah.
No, you'll all have to wait and see. There's no spoilers.
Seriously, my mind is
I
like so
gave
blank.
my
You've gone
spoiler.
yellow, and I've just gone Pikachu. And my brain is just shut up. That's it. That's all it's gone for.
Drop the
Pikachu.
mic, Pikachu.
It's really hard to drop the mic though.
Right, well, on that lovely note, we're probably going to finish this. 'Cause, it's been almost 2 hours now. Hour and a half. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I know.
And it's been wonderful.
It's been, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I would even listen back to this myself. It's been that much fun.
For 5 minutes until he realizes, oh God, I'm not listening to this tripe.
Yeah. I must not drink rum again. And in case anyways, it's Old Jay's rum. It's made in Manchester. The only
Are they
place.
paying you?
No, I just really
They
like
paying
their
you
rum.
in rum?
I do a bit of advertising for them. I even got my own Old Jay glasses printed. I've got 2 of these done. The only 2 in the world. Just because I like Old Jay's rum. Yeah, I have a fandom for rum. Yeah, so drink that, kids, responsibly.
Or not,
Like-
it's more fun.
Yeah.
It's much more fun when you're not responsible with rum. And don't become pirates. That's bad. Stealing's bad, Kerry. Comic book thief.
But she's giving away all her stuff to everyone else.
This is true.
So
Yeah.
does that balance it out?
I think
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Yes.
a weird Robin Hood thing, except you're stealing something else and giving something completely unrelated
Do
to
anything.
Karma Robin Hood? I don't know.
I love how you're all going with, I stole it. I definitely stole it.
There's no way
did you
that
pay
you
for those
take
books,
it.
Kerry?
I was given them. Karma. I gave to the cosplay community.
This is true. We shall let you off. I'll hang up from the police right now. And damn, we will not give out your address. Yeah, so thank you all so much for joining us this week and
Thank you for having me.
talking rubbish with us for a while, and conventions and comics and just general Kickstarterness and geekery. And my phone's going mad. Oh, speak of the devil, it's Kenny. Kenny Cosplay
Oh,
has chipped in for the end of it. Who I think he might have just had his Facebook hacked because I don't know if we can read that. He's advertising. Oh, hang on. He's advertising some fruit machine gambling.
Just saying. I like that at the end. Just
He's put
saying.
CM Frutella. Come
Here's
and
a-
join us for £10,000 jackpot drop Tuesday, 31st of March. £10,000 will go into the Bingo 90 jackpot 8 p.m. Good luck. Just saying. I reckon his
Try and make it sound legitimate. This sounds like something he would say.
Yeah. The thing is, that's a group chat.
Enter
It
friend's
was
name
weird.
here.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, on that note, thanks a lot for that, Kenny. You finally made it into a podcast. Yeah, so we will leave it at that and we will report back after Birmingham, Edgbaston, the Comics Festival,
Ooh.
where most of us are there, 3/4 of us are there. And
As the listeners
Not so-
should be. The listeners
and the listeners,
viewers
we will see you all there.
All the
Come and-
cool kids
yeah.
are going.
Come and see me, I will take your photo. Come and see Vince, he will sell you stuff. Come and see Kerry, she will Master Chief you.
Oh! And you can't say no to
Whoa!
That's a
And
legitimate
I'll
new
be
move.
sitting at home crying into my...
that.
You just want to drive up and just hang out with us for the weekend. Oh, it's only the day, isn't it? It's only the one day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
day one.
It's not too bad. But so thanks a lot for joining us, and all of our watchers and listeners, subscribe, download, send me stuff, and yeah, done.